What is up, everybody? I am back with another Lord of the Rings video. I know. It's been weeks. We got super busy with a legendary event in Marvel Strike Force, plus kid's birthday and all kinds of excuses I can give you. But I just want to apologize and let you know that we will be back trying to do at least 3 to 4 videos a week. I got a bunch in the chamber ready to go. I've been recording content this whole time because I have been keeping up with Lord of the Rings. We're talking about Elrond here. The first legendary character. Is he worth it? Is it even possible? And what you're going to need to do, what you're going to need to spend if you want to get him. Let's get into that right now. All right, now this adventure of ours is going to start with the journey ahead from 8.23. I know this was weeks ago. We're just doing a quick recap. Elrond was announced as the first legendary character. I just want to speak on Elrond a little bit. If you have done the adventure nodes for the attacking and support challenge, you will know that Elrond and the Elf wave at the end, brutal. Absolutely brutal. Start that over. All right, so this adventure of ours will start with a journey ahead for May. I know this was so long ago, guys. Again, I'm sorry. Elrond was announced as the first legendary character. If you've been doing that, I think it's called Wondrous Adventures Challenge, which is your attack and support challenges. You'll know that that last Elven wave is brutal at a bunch of difficulties. I'm at now the highest difficulty for it, and it's nigh impossible with my current team. And I think a couple of the characters we're going to talk about here are going to be the answers for that. So we don't know what's going to be the requirement for Elrond officially, but we do have a data mine from our good friend Tauna, and let's go ahead and get over to that right now. Here we go. So Elrond, Lord of Rivendell, is coming to Middle-earth. Elrond is featured as a legendary character. They do a bunch of fluff. The most important part here is that it requires at least 5 of the Elven heroes. Arwen, not currently in game, but has been announced. We'll talk about her soon. Elladan, not currently in game, but we got a data mine for him. Elrohir, Lele, Naramir, and Lomion. I'm going to butcher these names. I might say them differently every single time I bring them up. I apologize. Just roast me in the comment sections below. I can handle it. We're going to need to get these heroes to 5 stars just to unlock him, and we're going to need to get them to 7 stars if we want to 7-star Elrond. This is straight Kraken bait. This isn't even Kraken. This is mega Dega Kraken rate, okay? I don't know if this is going to be possible unless they start dropping character shard offers. Okay, so we had 2 characters there that are not currently in game, Arwen and Elladan. We do have Elrohir, Lele, Namiri, and Lomion. We'll talk about them and where to farm them and who I think is the bench, because we do have 6 elves named here. So Elladan, he is going to be coming in a similar way to Arwen, which we're going to talk about in a second. We don't know anything about him except that he is the linchpin of the Rivendell team. Okay, so now let's talk about Arwen. So Arwen has already been announced, and she is in-game. Her event is in-game. If you want to know where to find it, go to your main screen, go to your Adventures tab, and then you can find her right here, the Bitter and Sweet Arwen. So for difficulties 1, 2, or I guess nodes, 1, 2, 3, and 4, you can see in that bottom place right there, we're getting 25 shards for each. Look at the red arrow. Hopefully I put in the red arrow. So that's going to be 100 shards right away. That's a 3-star unlock. That's going to be more shards than many people have on any of their elves yet. So this is a good starting point. And then I don't know when she's going to be farmable. So the fact that the others are farmable, we don't know if she will be. Doesn't help her case, but her kit's kind of fantastic. And we'll go look at her kit in a second too. For difficulty 5, you need to use her. You get her for free at 3 stars, and then you're going to need to build her up to use her. And then level 6, this is straight Kraken territory again at the 5-star. You can get that 500k gold and that 250k experience, which would be really nice, but I think you're probably going to need to buy offers if you're trying to get Arwen at 5 stars out the gate. All right, here are our elves. So let's quickly look at Arwen's kit. We'll say that for another video. We'll talk about Arwen in a completely different video. I just want to show you we're going to get 100 shards for her. If you've been playing from launch, you should have a team capable of doing it, unless they put weird kit or tag restrictions on it, which they might. Who knows? But you should be able to. Okay. The 4 that we currently have in game. Let's start with Elrohir. So he's a Rivendell and he's an attacker. I love those two tags. I think we're going to have 3 Rivendell characters with the attacker support tag, and that's going to help us in the attack support challenge we were just talking about, which is great. So Elro here, you could farm him on Guild Campaign 3-1 or Shadow Campaign Hard 5-5. You can see I already have him up to 5 stars, capable anyway. I left him unpromoted because I did want to talk about the gold cost, but we'll circle back to that at the end. Lele, you can go ahead and you can farm her on Shadow Campaign 3-9, so not super far, but not super early either. You'll notice she doesn't have the Rivendell tag. I am going with Lele. I will not be subbing her out as one of the 5 to farm. The reason is if we look at the next character, so Namiri. Namiri is actually super easily farmed. So like Elro here, he's farmable in the guild campaign. The only obstacle in the guild campaign is the amount of guild energy you have. You don't need to reset the nodes to spam farm them. That's why I have Elro here already ready at 5 star. But you'll notice the gem cost is super high. So unless you're whaling out, Namiri is going to be pretty expensive, and he comes at an opportunity cost as well. You're only getting 1 of these purple ability rare ability materials, as opposed to 2 if you're in chapter 4. I'm currently trying to catch up on my arena team, so I really need those ability materials. So that's part of the reason why I'm not doing Namiri. Also, he doesn't have the Rivendell tag, and he's a healer. Arwen has some heals in her kit, which we'll talk about in another video. Elrond has heals in his kit, which they disclosed in the blog. So I don't know if I want a 3rd person who's just doing healing. It doesn't seem optimal. I think I'd rather a tank or a damage dealer. And at the end of the day, once we get Elrond, I think Lele gets the bench too. Unfortunately, we're just going to have a 5-star character that's useless. But I digress. And then we got Lamion. So Lamion is actually pretty hard farm as well. He's on Light Campaign 2-9. So these are the nodes that you need to refresh. So you're not getting many of these characters daily unless you're refreshing their nodes. You can kind of expect 2, maybe 4 shards daily. To get these characters up to 5 stars, it's going to take a long time for you to play. We don't know when Elrond is coming. We don't know how long his event will last. Maybe it'll last 3 days. Maybe it'll last 30 days. We don't know. We don't know how friendly the game is going to be to free to play yet. But the fact that we're getting 100 Arwen shards is a good start, I think. But there's a lot we don't know about Elrond. This is where the title of the video got a little negative. Is it possible? Let's go back to Elrond here. 150,000 gold to promote him from 4 to 5. 80,000 to promote from 3 to 4. Just for those 2 star levels, we're talking about 230,000 gold per character. That's nearly 1 million gold to do these 5 characters. And that's if you can get the shards on Arwen. If you can get the shards on Illidan. Right? Ifs. Big ifs. And that does not include the leveling cost, the gear cost, or the ability materials cost. We don't know how high we got to build these characters up. If at 5 stars, if they're level 30, is that enough? Do they need to be level 40, level 50? Well, I got news for you. As soon as you hit level 30, the cost of gearing characters up or leveling characters up is exponential. Let's just look at Miri here. To go from 38 to 39 is 10,000 experience. If we go to the daily challenges today, just to put this into perspective, something that's supposed to be a big boost and you can play around with it, the battle experiences, I've completed difficulty 6. You get 6,000. That's 18,000 3 times a week. It's not a lot. Really, the only time you see a big surplus of those leveling materials is when you hit a level. Like when I go from 51 to 52, it'll give me like 80,000 of those experience things, and I'll be able to bring out 3 characters from 51 to 52. If we put this in perspective at level 50 for Mahur, look how fast it went up. So from 38 to 39 was 10K, 50 to 51 is 26. How high do you need to level your elves in order to complete the campaign? I don't think it'll be 50. I think it'll probably be around 30, but that's still a big investment. And that also brings us to the arena. Look, I pivoted from my Rohan team, which was doing great. I was top 20 in the arena. I was comfortable. I could have just kept building them, held my position. I said, nah, I want to build up Isengard. I want to kill the Shadow campaign, destroy it. And I did. And my Isengard team is huge. And now I'm holding pretty good in the arena, but I dropped all the way down to gold 2, and I just don't have the coordination, the time, or the patience, because the arena shard is so overpopulated. They did a terrible job with arena, and considering it's like the only game mode right now besides the campaigns, that's really bad. But My point is that the opportunity cost of leveling these characters is huge. The opportunity cost of farming their shards is huge. And with so many unknowns, I don't know if it's going to be worth it for the everyday player. I want to put this into perspective for you guys. And I don't like to disclose how much money I spend on a game, but I do it because I'm trying to make content on it. And I know you're laughing like, dude, you put out one video 2 weeks. I know, I'm back, relax. I spent $500 on this game in course. Canadian dollars, so it's like Monopoly money to some of you, I know. And I also bought a lot of team offers because I wanted to test things out, and then I found out I couldn't build them because the economy was so bad. My point is this. I don't have any 5-star characters besides Ugluk and Ironside. I only have characters up to gear tier 6 right now. That took me weeks. We don't know when Elrond is coming. We don't know if Arwen's going to be farmed. We don't know if Eladin's going to be farmed. We don't know what kind of level we need to build these characters up to. The opportunity cost, the potential risk of going in for Elrond is huge. I don't know if it is for everybody. I think I'm kind of getting the feeling that the free-to-play track should probably just kind of settle for getting him on the second run. But I don't know. I don't know what to recommend for that. I know that even for me, as a pretty substantial spender, I'm considering skipping him. Because I've already fallen in Arena once from pivoting. I don't want to fall again. It's a feel bad kind of moment. I know they're working on the economy, but the economy is so bad that building up other teams, not really possible. The gem economy is pretty bad too. When you think about it, I don't know, guys. You guys let me know what you're thinking in the comment sections below. I didn't mean to get super salty or super down with it. I'm actually really enjoying the game. I'm enjoying the PvE grind of working down the campaigns, working down the challenges. I got a bunch of content to share with you. I'm still up on Lord of the Rings. I am, but they got a lot to fix and not a lot of time to do it because I already know many players that have walked away. You got something here, guys. I know people were clowning on it because I think there's something here in Lord of the Rings. I'm excited to explore it. I hope you're going to stick around and explore it with me. I hope you guys will welcome me back after such a long layover so early into the game. But that's all I got for you today. Tomorrow, we're going to be talking about some Kraken mechanics and showing why it's cool that they can fund the game, but it's not super worth it. And we're going to open up some of those dirty chests. I hope you look forward to that. Bye for now. That's it for the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Stay happy, healthy, have fun, and I'll see you in the next one.